Watch this be the one where I nat one.
fail.
I hope you nat one. It'll be really fun. No, you have advantage.
No.
You'll be fine. You're not going to roll
nat
two nat ones. You're not going to roll
Is it
two nat
shift or
ones.
control?
Shift.
Don't say things like you're not going to roll two nat ones.
She nods, sort of like. She doesn't seem completely convinced, but she seems like she's convinced enough to deal with the immediate problem.
7 and a 6, what a roll.
Yeah, not my elephant, not my circus. Am I right?
No, it's her elephant. There's just a bigger elephant that's currently rampaging through the circus.
That's fair.
Yeah, so she's going to deal with the aftermath and cleanup of here, and she tells you, I will, when I'm done dealing with this, have some questions for you about what you saw in the sewer. We need to talk about Elindevosk's case.
Mm-hmm.
We will do that.
We're going to go to the temple to see if we can bring our friends back. Our friend and someone else back. The people that died back. Oh, we're just going to go. And then I just start walking out the door.
She says, wait, hold on.
She blocks you in, Baru, with her armored
That
arm.
That's a wall slam.
She picks you up.
She pulls out a letter with a wax seal on it and hands it over to you. You can see it is the seal of Neverwinter on it. It says, give this to the temple. It's a voucher for those who have been injured in the defense of the city.
Thank you. Yeah, that's very generous of you. Well, good. Okay. Good. All right, let's go. And once we're out of earshot of the guard lady, I can be like, well, we can just, at least we can use this guy's diamonds for himself and use the voucher for Nahidra, right?
Depends on how much the voucher is. Like, how much do taxpayers pay the temple for? I don't know. Let's just see.
Yep.
Let's see when we get there. We should go back to.
What do you mean, this guy's diamonds?
Isn't he the one that showed us the diamonds?
He is the one that showed you the diamonds, yes.
I mean, they're not his, but at least it's not our money. It was like bonus. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we weren't expecting that windfall, so.
Oh, I was just kind of counting that along things that we owned.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather keep it, but also I feel like we want to bring this guy back. So.
Oh, no, I'm totally down for using it. I just, thought that was party funds, and you were saying, nope, it's this guy's diamonds, so I was confused.
Oh. Yeah, that was uncharacteristically nice of me. You're right.
Heading to the temple, you can find once they open the letter that that voucher is functionally worth 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
How many do we need to bring somebody back?
You need
We
500.
Need resurrection now.
Raise dead will work.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 500. I'll cough over. I can pay 100 for Nahidra.
And I believe you had 100 left after you did all of Zoltan's, because you had 1,000. So with Baru's, that will be enough to raise Nahidra.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she wants to come back. Hopefully she's not like, I'm finally at peace after 100 years.
Oh no, Nahidra absolutely shoots back up. And
Yes!
I've been immortal too long, y'all. See ya, fuckers.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I spent 20,000 years trapped in a box. I'm spending at least that long traveling around.
That's fair. Okay, good. I'm glad she came back. It would have been sad if she didn't.
You would have been heartbroken.
Yeah, Baru would have been a little.
I felt legitimately sad. I'm so sad.
Thea would have felt terrible.
Also, Megan, would have been sad if Nahidra didn't come back. Like,
do you think they hand out the vouchers to all of the citizens and guards that died in that tavern, or is it just those who died in defense of the city? Is it like fuck the citizens?
The priest tells you they're very much at the discretion of the Neverwinter Nine.
So it's whoever they
That's
feel like
messed
giving
up.
it to.
Are they actually 9, or is that just like Neverwinter 9 a cool name for an
they're
organization?
actually 9.
Huh.
The ruler of Neverwinter has 9 knights who they can use to do whatever they need done.
What's the lady's name that gave us the scroll?
Flochapelle.
Flochapelle.
Pretty cool. Helping us out.
Can you spell that for me? Flosha.
Yeah,
Literally just put Flochapelle.
yeah, I'm gonna just put it in chat here for you.
I'm pretty sure I spelled it way the fuck wrong. Flochapelle.
Me too.
Flochapelle.
Nope.
Nope,
Oh,
would
I
not
was
have gotten that.
close. I was 1 letter off.
Not bad. Anytime you're
Nice.
within 1 letter of like some weird fantasy spelling, that's good.
Oh yeah, I always feel
Instead
proud
of
of
an
myself.
A, I put a Y for some reason.
I can see that.
Flochapelle.
Now she sounds like a Jewish grandmother that lives on the Upper East Side. Boy Chappelle. All right, we paying to bring this other guy back?
That would be another 500 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Thea looks in her pockets and she's like, mine are empty.
Yeah, we know yours are empty. Sleep well tonight. If we're gonna teleport, we need to save
50 for each teleport.
50 for each teleport. So if we're teleporting
So you're gonna
twice,
do 1 to Waterdeep, then from Waterdeep to Scornabel, then from Scornabel back to Gauntlgrim. So you'll need at least 150 gold. That's like minimum possible amount of teleports for everything you're trying to do. 150.
So I have 200 gold.
I've got
So I can donate 50 and still be good to bounce around.
yeah. I can do 150 to bring us to 200.
Will you
What do
still
we
have
need of
enough
gold
money?
to revivify Roland?
He needs
Yeah.
raised dead. He's been dead too long for Revivify.
Yeah, using it as general terms for bringing back.
Yeah. This is for Roland. It sounds like you're at 200 gold right now.
I have 455.
All right, so if Zoltan's willing to contribute 300 of that, you would have enough to resurrect Roland.
Oh, okay.
I will have Zid with Zoltan.
Okay, so 150 each.
So 150 from me, you, Zoltan,
And
then
50
50
from
from
Ray, and Ray's
Ray.
gonna have money to cover the teleports.
Okay, so I'm at.
Got it.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Then Roland,
Oh, I misread how much gold I have.
are you poorer or richer?
You're richer.
Okay.
You're definitely richer. I was gonna say because we all had 500. I don't know how you spent.
I don't know
all of
why I read that
Yourself.
5 as a 2.
I was giving you the benefit of the
Yourself.
doubt.
All
I'm
right.
pretty
No,
sure
I'm just-
Keepa was the
I'm
only
just
one
a-
who went shopping.
I'm just a dumb bitch, is what it is.
So Roland does return to life, and the first thing he says as he opens his eyes is, "Did they get it?"
No,
No.
Oh.
I have it.
Thank goodness.
Straight from the bosom.
It just pulls it out of her bra. Woohoo!
It's warm.
I kept it safe. Don't worry.
Thank goodness.
Anyway.
Shoves it back down deep.
That guard is going to have questions for us. Are we sticking around to answer them? Because I feel like they're not going to like our answers.
No, and I don't know how much leverage we really can have trying.
Okay.
Well,
Can I look at those notes?
yeah, sure. Here you go. But How
I'll
much-
start looking at them.
You basically need like an actual day dedicated to looking at them. It's not something you can do off the cuff.
Got it.
because they're coded. It's not a code
Right.
you can't break. It's just one that's going to take like sitting down with a couple of books and like transcribing and shit.
Sure. Okay.
We could tell the truth, right? We could say
Uh-huh.
that Odevaska's done all this crazy shit. And then we could say we need him, which could carry some weight if we explain properly exactly kind of who we are. It's not like at this point people have heard of us. Not granted, not all the right people, but some people have heard of us. So if I don't know who's Floshabelle's boss, Neverember,
That would be Daggelt Neverember, yeah.
whose son we know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying we have clearance now, but we could probably get clearance to just get Linda Voska. We don't have to lie about it.
So, what is Alinda Voss currently offering us? Just the continued ability for research into forbidden subjects?
Yeah.
Yes.
Into our dreams and Graven Hollow, I think, specifically.
Is that
Was
something
gonna-
specific we need him for, or are other people like Dora Lamar capable?
That's kind of, yeah. It's hard to say. I don't think Durlamar
Durlamar is more of a city wizard than a research wizard. Yeah, he like, serves the needs of the town more than he like really digs into research. That's not to say there aren't other research wizards out there, just that's not really Durlamar's shtick.
And Zoltan, you were part of like a organization, right?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, your mentor is missing, but like, have they been trying to find him, or are they just like, fuck, he's lost?
Well, I got lost with him, and I have not been back.
So I don't know he's missing.
I mean, I don't know what they know, and I don't know what they don't know because I haven't talked to them. I mean, obviously, they probably know he's missing, right? Because we went down on what should have been a shorter mission, and he's not returned. So they know he hasn't returned when he should have returned. But I don't know beyond that. I don't know what they know.
Have you considered sending to anybody you know there?
No. Yeah, no, I haven't. I sent to him, but I didn't really think to send to others. But I could.
So on the table, Alinda Vosk is the only wizard stupid enough we know to keep looking into this shit.
It has no moral quandaries.
Stupid and immoral enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to pay him off to do any of this. He's just going to do it. He was already going to do it, even if, we didn't bring up that it was an issue, I feel like.
Yeah, and he wants to do it for us because he doesn't want us to throw him in jail.
Yeah.
So we gonna try and do this legally or illegally?
Well, is there an option that says, hey, his jail is, like, he goes to jail, he gets watched over, but he does stuff for us, and you just make sure he doesn't do other stupid shit? Is that like you know what I'm saying?
I think he did say that we could look into having him, like, released under our patronage, but that does make us responsible that if he, like, does some actual bad shit that we're not able to, like, be here to handle, we're gonna take the blame for it and be responsible for it. So it's a risk.
Think of more not necessarily released to us, but more of like he is in a prison of a laboratory, and while he's not able to like come and go as he wishes necessarily, but he does get to do research on shit that is issued to him. So it's like a, you know what they say is like the best compromise is nobody's happy with. He's not in jail where he can't do shit, but he's not necessarily free to do whatever he wants either.
All right, going with that scenario, somebody's going to have to look after him to make sure he's not doing
them
crazy evil shit, right? If you're suggesting it's them, they're going to have the closest fucking eye they got watching over him like a hawk, which means he can't look into our stuff without them finding out.
Yep.
Do we not?
That's why I suggested Miss Draenor.
If they find out what we're trying to look for, I mean, particularly my stuff, people are going to come and kill us.
Yeah,
That's
I agree.
true.
That's why I suggested Miss Draenor, because they're a third party of an ancient elf race. I don't think a lot of people have a lot of contact with them, correct? Do they keep to themselves?
They're a
for the most
nation,
part?
so they have like diplomatic relations with the people near them, but they're pretty isolationist.
And they want a slice of Ilindovosk, I bet, because he kidnapped Thalen. I mean, it's gonna take persuading.
That does up the probability of him just dying.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
We are 100%, and I agree. We're 100% gambling with his life here. It will take a lot of persuading from us to get them to not outright kill him.
I mean, the other option is we don't try to get him supervised, and we say, you go do this, check in with us, and know that we will come and fuck your shit up if you do bad things. Like, if you make us look bad, we will come and find you and get you. And you will wish that you did not do bad. You know what I mean? Like, we could just take full responsibility.
We say that all the time to Zoltan, and look what he does. Look at him.
True, but we do take responsibility for Zoltan 98% of the time. Only very rarely do we actually let him do whatever ridiculous things he wants to do.
He still does them anyway.
You know, you didn't let me put the Sphere of Annihilation in my hand.
And that was
I told you. I know. I told you. Go ahead, by all means. I want to see you do it.
Oh, we should tell them that that's down there.
Yeah. Oh shit. We should tell someone.
We gotta tell them like not the full truth, but some of the truth. I think. You know?
Where's
I
Melinda
should
now?
be there then.
Yeah. You.
Yes,
You don't
people,
need truth, liar dog. Don't know
If
when
somebody
to-
asks me a question, I'm going to tell them.
Unless it's your parents asking who we are.
Exactly.
Right. And then we're just your slave laborers.
We're not your friends. We're not even your
ever said
compatriots.
slave laborers.
Pretty
We're
much.
just your employees.
We're your employees in your caravan.
Uh-huh.
You know, at the time, pretty much. We didn't know each other for shit. I'm gonna be honest.
We were traveling for at least 2 months at that point, people.
Didn't we witness Ray's wedding together before all of that?
I have seen
We were
all of your
naked
dinkly
together.
danglies.
We've seen each other naked on multiple
What?
occasions. One was willingly.
We were literally in a bathhouse together right before my marriage. Like, we were bathing together. I don't know how much more intimate you can do, than that. Like, I haven't bathed with my wife.
Well, if we're talking Ray's intimacy, I mean, if one of us were to hold hands,
In
that would
fairness,
be
you
more than
barely
she's
even
used
kissed
to.
your wife.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened on that island. You weren't there.
Uh-huh. I just like very jokingly like make like eyes at Thea and put my hand out and be like, "You want to go all the way?"
Wow.
All right. So, are we going back and telling the truth?
I think
we're telling a version of our truth.
Okay.
My truth.
Exactly.
Hippo, what would you like to do while we're busy telling the truth to our friends?
Shoo shoo.
I'm gonna go take a visit to the outdoor shrines.
All right. So Kipo is heading to the trees, and the rest of you are heading there. On your way there, you catch sight of someone that you are passingly familiar with, sitting next to the blue lake on a picnic blanket.
Oh.
Oh,
we
your
have
other
to pretend we don't
girlfriend.
know her.
We don't know
Ray's,
her.
Ray's
Oh,
girlfriend.
yeah.
I haven't made any moves yet, guys.
No, but we
so
all know.
nervous.
Shit, I feel like a Baru's gonna try to make eye contact with her, but like that's it. See if she'll before doing anything. You know what I mean?
Okay, Baru, are you trying to be subtle about this?
Yes.
Okay. Make just a charisma check in general.
Ooh, perceive me, senpai.
Okay, Baru, she notices you and gives a little cock to the head to the side, questioningly.
Okay, so we're playing it off. Got it. I was trying to. Well, because I remember her being like, "Don't talk to me."
She didn't say don't
She
talk
didn't
to
say
me.
that. She said we just can't know her.
She said, I will pretend I don't know you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's pretending she doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Got it.
But she did not say don't approach me or stay away from me or anything, just that she would pretend she didn't know you.
Just be a casual stranger creeper, go sit on her picnic blanket, and start talking about the weather.
I think you should do that.
Let's do it.
Sure. I didn't even talk to her. Though.
She actually doesn't know Thea.
Yeah. Thea's like, I'll go over.
Oh my god.
Thea just goes over and sits on the blanket.
This is how you know Thea's not into women.
It's so true.
It's
you
so
don't
true.
know my life.
As soon as Thea talks to her, she's Thea's.
That's it. Yep.
Yep.
Is anyone going with Thea?
I'll go over since I'm making eye
Okay,
contact.
the three of you are going over.
Ray, are you coming?
Yep, Ray said I'll
Is
go.
it a four-way now?
Yeah.
Alright, so the three of you head over there.
Zoltan?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here by myself.
Alright, all four of you head over. Yeah, she's
Great.
as you get closer, you can see she's sitting on the picnic blanket. She's got a basket next to her. She's got a glass bottle of some juice that she's been drinking out of as she's been eating sandwiches out of the basket.
I'm losing my mind, literally, to an outsider's perspective.
Literally just 4 random people showed up at your picnic.
Thea's just gonna sit on the picnic blanket.
And bloody.
Zoltan has not been hit at all.
And says, "Can I help you?"
Oh, it just looked like you were having a good time. Oh.
I was.
I was wondering if I could join. I don't have very many friends.
She looks at the people around you and says, "You don't?"
One of them told me they barely knew me just a minute or two ago, so.
People's not even here.
Honestly, we've had a pretty rough morning and we're pretty hungry and don't have any money.
We honestly just wanted to have a nicer time and just sit on a picnic blanket.
Alright, whoever wants to between Baru and Thea can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Literally,
Sure.
Amrira's in this state, as the same state I'm
shift.
in, in the background, just falling apart.
That shift, right?
Sorry, persuasion check, whichever one of you is better at it.
That was advantage?
Yeah.
I'm just a weirdo.
Face of the party,
It's
baby.
advantage because both of them were doing it. That's why it's advantage.
Oh
Help.
god. I'm so sweaty.
Stop making those notes boob sweaty.
She says, perhaps you would sit on the grass. I don't really want to have to clean this of blood.
Oh, yeah, sure, I can sit on the grass.
Flop right down. Yep.
Thea, flops, lays down in the grass, and just, spreads her arms out and everything.
And what are your names?
Oh, I'm Thea.
I'm Baru. This is Ray. And Zoltan.
I'm Zoltan. What's your name?
I'm Amundra.
Amundra.
Yes.
I've heard that name before, I feel like.
I suppose it's not unique. There may be another Amundra somewhere.
Probably.
I'm the only one I've met.
I think you're the only one that I've met too. I've just heard the name, but that doesn't mean that I've met the name, you know what I mean?
Well, I hope it's not me you've heard of. I wouldn't have wanted to do anything that would have get me famous.
Fair.
Jesus Christ.
Fair.
Do you live here in
Yes.
Neverwinter?
I have a house in the Blue Lake district here.
Oh, nice. You can it must be nice to be able to come out and enjoy the weather here. This is our first time in town.
Oh, where are you from?
West of here, out in the Grey Cloak Hills.
Oh,
Waterdeep.
all of you? Oh, you're Waterdeep.
Feywild.
I'm from Wismayathar.
And what brings you all to Neverwinter?
Oh, you know, just sometimes.
I don't.
Adventures.
Adventures. Yep.
I've never
Seeing
been
the
much one
world.
for adventures myself.
No? It's pretty fun. You get to meet lots of new people along the way.
Are you allowed to swim at the Blue Lake?
She says, yes, but only if you've bathed recently.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not us.
Anybody got prestidigitation? Anybody?
Yeah, I can do some prestidigitating.
Clean us up a little bit.
Yeah,
She does it on herself, and then she looks at Zoltan. She's like, "Yeah, you can help them."
Nice.
Party's making a great impression, by the way.
Yeah, we have literally failed the one thing she asked us to do so spectacularly.
I can't believe all of us went up. They just deleted my shit.
I did
For the
not
record.
understand a thing Riza just said.
For the record, Zoltan did
Riza's
not take
deep in a
single
freak
hit.
out right now.
Leah's never met her either, so she's like,
We've just ruined her chances with this woman before they
Riza
even
is
got started.
deeply upset.
Just 4 yokels. Let's sit on your picnic blanket.
"You
I mean,
told
she
Thea
said
to
yes.
go for it," so Thea went.
Honestly, I don't even know what's going on.
I gotta remove the Amundra song from my playlist now. It's gone.
No, keep it in there. Also, share
Wait.
the playlist. I want the playlist and the liner notes. Let's go, chop chop.
She opens up the basket and takes out like a pretty big like hoagie style sandwich for each of you and passes them out. And you can see when she opens the basket, there's another 12 in there.
What the god? Are you expecting a
He
party?
eats the homeless.
Exactly. Did we just crash a future party?
You should ask her that.
Thea's like, "Were you expecting company? Did we
No,
did we
not at
ruin
all.
that?"
I come out
No.
here to be alone most of the time.
Oh.
Surrounded
just
by
looks like-
people, she nods at all the other people who are by the lake, but alone. It's
why-
interesting to watch them.
Why do you have so many
13
sandwiches?
So who's the
Eat
most
them.
interested?
How much do you eat?
Well, varies by day.
It's rude to ask a woman how much she eats. Zoltan.
Maybe she
God.
shares
I don't-
hoagies with
she
other
says, "I don't-
random strangers.
I don't weigh them.
Thea's like, "So you like people watching? Who's the
20
most
fucking
interesting
sandwiches.
person that you've people watched today?"
Her eyes sort of scan across the
Besides-
four of you, and she says,
besides
"I'm
us,
trying
come
to
on."
decide."
Besides us.
Yeah.
I can't
Aside from the
handle this.
random strangers who invited themselves to join you, which, by the way, you're being very gracious about. Thank you. I feel like normally this kind of stuff happens in taverns, so
She
it's like
says,
weird that it's
"Difficult to,
outside.
difficult to see a shadow during an eclipse."
Is there What? Is this
metaphors?
Is this Baru's sleeper code? Is she gonna attack? What?
That doesn't mean anything to me, and if it should, I mean.
So is that like what? Is that like a?
Are we the eclipse?
This is Baru's version of the like longing rusted 17 daybreak.
Like I don't
It's difficult to tell you who the next most interesting person is when you're all so obviously attention.
See, I said we're the eclipse.
I get it now.
It is us, okay.
But I think she primarily means you three, because I'm just here because.
Although I must admit, it would be interesting to watch you from afar when you weren't interacting with me directly. I wonder if you'd be different.
Probably not. At least for me.
I probably wouldn't be crying so much.
Oh my god. I sound like a hanky and hand it over to you.
I gotta tell you,
It's a monogram.
They wouldn't be different. Wait,
I suppose it remains to be seen. Are you going to be around Neverwinter long?
No.
I think we'll be here for maybe another night, if that. That's at most.
Oh.
Do you have any dinner places recommendation? Like a good din?
Oh, I very rarely eat at restaurants. I usually have my chef make things.
Oh.
Do you? I mean, you
now Ray is crying even more inside.
You've shown us such
I suppose
kindness.
if you'd like, you could meet me for dinner.
Really?
I don't like the mixed signals that I'm getting from this woman. Perceive me, don't perceive me, come eat at my house.
Well, we just met. Now we have met, and now it's okay to have met. I think this is Clinton speaking.
If I was at a woman at a lake with 13 sandwiches and 4 yokels walked up to me, I would not invite them to my house.
I absolutely.
In the time you've been talking to her, she has polished off 5 of those sandwiches.
Oh wow!
I
really puts them away.
Thea definitely wants to go eat at her house now.
Oh no, not at my home. Oh, I certainly wouldn't be inviting you back there. No.
Oh, wherever you would go to dinner.
What are you talking about, Chris? You sound like you're on drugs.
I'm the one on drugs. She carries around 24 hoagie sandwiches. What is that if not a dragon's appetite in human form?
Can dragons even eat sandwiches?
She says, I usually eat dinner on the docks.
Oh.
Wait. So, Amundra is the dragon lady, right?
No, she's the dragon lady's assistant. We have never met the dragon.
But now Chris is making conspiracy theories.
Chris is like full on like string theory.
Hold on.
It's not wrong.
He is 100% like got a point here. She's eating a shit ton of food.
Guys, you cannot just assume that everybody that has a big appetite is.
Yeah.
This is not just a big. This is not just a big appetite.
Anyway,
we are all having this conversation silently with eyes darting.
She had like 25 fucking hoagies.
Anyways,
she gave us each one, still had 12.
I'm gonna go to the lake to take a swim. Bye.
We would love to join you for dinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you sure
honestly
you'll still be in town? It sounds like you might have been in a rush.
I think Ray could wait to have dinner.
Well,
we've had a rough day.
Yeah, we're not necessarily. I think we're kind of in a rush, but at this point,
at least had a rough day.
We're not feeling too great. You can tell by my. I feel great, actually. You know, I feel 100%, but they do not. And so I think we at least need to sleep here again before we go anywhere. And due to that, We're gonna eat dinner somewhere, so why not eat dinner with you?
If you need to sleep here, you're not going to be able to make it to Triel and back. Do you need to rest before you go to Waterdeep? Are you going to be fighting people there?
No.
I mean, were we gonna be fighting people here? We didn't know.
Fighting.
Who's talking? Is Derek talking?
We're fighting Penny now.
I am reminding you of your time constraints.
I don't know of them.
I don't think we need a long rest before we go to Waterdeep.
Okay.
No, we can have dinner and then leave.
This counts as a short rest. You've been sitting here chatting with her, so if you need a short rest, you can have it here.
I'll take a short
rest. I'm like in stitches, dying.
Ray gains a level of exhaustion.
the psychic damage
from the fact that her heart is pumping at like 400 beats a minute the entire time she's here.
The psychic damage that I'm taking during this entire encounter.
Like 3 levels of stress.
I mean, this hoagie is delicious.
Oh.
Yeah, her chef's clearly pretty talented.
Yeah.
So you don't even know of a good bakery? I look around. Is there a bakery around the street?
Yeah, there's a nice bakery just across the street.
Oh, I'll be right back, guys. Do you guys want anything? Croissants for everybody.
Blue Lake is very much the like upper class neighborhood, so there's like a nice little bakery that does that kind of stuff.
If you see ice cream, can you get ice cream?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Any other special requests, Miss Amundra?
She says, "Oh no, thank you."
All right.
4 more hoagies. Yeah.
More hoagies.
Oh, you guys don't call them subs here? That's so weird. In Waterdeep, they call them subs. In Neverwinter, they call them hoagies.
Isn't there another name for them as well?
Heroes.
Grinders?
Heroes. And grinders?
And
That's
grinders.
an No, I've heard all 4.
No, grinders is like Pittsburgh, I think, is what they call it.
What? Pittsburgh is wild.
Yeah.
Yinzers, man. That's all you gotta know. That's it.
Yeah.
I found a big
Ray can go and get some pastry.
Ooh, if they have choco buns, I'll get those. I'll get like 5 choco buns, and I get like 5 croissants.
Okay.
She didn't even ask how much it was first.
That'll run you a total of a gold.
That's dope.
It's expensive, but not in like, Looney Tunes territory. And the quality does seem to hold up to the price. You're in the nice part of town.
There we go.
Everybody gets a treat.
I come back. The big bag. Oh, on my way back, do I see like a little tchotchke stand? Or like an accessory store?
No. There are probably more surrounding the lake, but not like between her and the shop.
Do I see anything just right outside the bakery, like if I step out?
Flowers.
Let's see.
Oh.
Outside of the bakery, there is... on one side is like a greengrocer, and on the other side is like children's toys.
Oh. Pop my head back inside. Hey, do you know a place where I can get sunglasses?
Get what?
Sunglasses. My eyes are really sensitive to the sun.
Shrugs.
Oh, okay.
There's a tailor 3 doors down. They sell hats. Nice wide brimmed one.
You could get a nice big hat.
Yeah, you can get like a sun hat 3 doors down. That runs 2 silver.
Be fancy.
I get Kipo one too.
Nice.
Because I don't think Jorlin will appreciate wearing a sun hat.
He would look very cute in one. I bet he would love it.
Yeah, you come back with a sun hat for Kipo and for Jorlin. Or not for Jorlin, and for yourself.
If they have a baseball cap, that seems like more of his
They do not have a baseball cap.
More of his vibe.
Jorlin's in a trucker hat.
In the meantime, Kipo, you have arrived at the Fallen Tower. The Fallen Tower is named for an enormous oak tree that was there that fell during one of the battles of Neverwinter, but the druids managed to get it regrowing, so now it's an oak tree that's growing sort of like sideways and up. Like it's got a bunch of shoots that are starting to grow up again, but it is a tree fallen on its side. This is where the shrines to various nature deities are. They're in little alcoves, whorls inside the oak tree. So you can just sort of walk along until you find the one with your deity in it.
Sure.
You see other folks going by to pay their respect to various ones as you're here. It's a pretty quiet area. The entire sort of couple city blocks has been reserved for this, so it's pretty much just people who are here to worship, and a few druids who are actively working on the tree.
I will find an alcove for Bervin and just spend like an hour praying and meditating.
Sure.
There's been a whole lot of questions coming up recently and very little answers, and if there's one thing that throws Kipo for a loop, it's the unknown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rest of you are probably finishing up. She's finished off the last of her sandwiches and is packing up her blanket in her basket. Sort of, gets up, dusts off her dress, and starts packing away the blanket.
What time should we come for dinner?
I'm there just before sundown.
Just before sundown.
Do we know where to go?
The docks. You'll see me out there.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I will say, if you don't happen to see me out there, I travel occasionally, and you might see me in another city. If you do, don't be surprised if I don't seem to remember you. And she turns and walks off.
What is that?
My God.
What I'm saying!
What do you mean? But that doesn't.
So you know what?
I was half convinced, but then she said that last part. Like, is she just a Nurse Joy?
Uh-huh.
Women let me pierce me.
You picked the best girlfriends, Ray.
She's not. I haven't even said 3 words to her yet that were like giggles.
Ray absolutely lost it this time. All right, so
I like to imagine Miss Deidre was also there, but like we were speaking in common, and she just had she was just like recovering from having died, and just was like spacing out.
So real quick, as a point of note, the last time that we saw her, it seemed more like she said, "Pretend like you don't know me." This time, it was more like, "Don't be surprised if I don't recognize you." Like,
yes.
So this time it seemed more like she has no control over it, whereas last time it seemed more like, "Hey, I don't want
her identity hidden."
Right.
Maybe she's a set of triplets that are identical.
And okay, so just like as a point of note, like no human being can eat that many fucking sandwiches.
What if Zunderxylem has made a bunch of simulacra?
Can simulacra eat a lot?
I don't know what Zunderxylem's portfolio of work is, Is Zunderxylem a wizard, or is it Zunderxylem like a warrior dragon?
What I know about the eating habits of
simulacrum, some magic knowledge, right?
Chris is correct that once you get to a certain age as a dragon, you definitely know at least a little bit of magic.
Would I know anything about the eating habits of simulacrum?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yo, that's definitely no. The woman I'm trying to romance cannot be a dragon, y'all.
Why not?
Zoltan, they're fake, so they can put basically as much mass as there is space inside of their fake body into them.
Okay, with that knowledge,
they also don't need to eat at all.
I could probably put away like 5 sandwiches.
But like, right? So like, but do they have? So you say when you say space inside their body, do they have like organs and all that we normally have, or do they just like they have a skin and then there's just like an empty shell inside?
They're basically an empty shell.
So they can fit more in their body than we would be able to fit in our body.
Yeah.
In theory. Now, do I believe that I saw her eat more or less than what would be believed
including
to fit?
The ones she was sharing with you, she probably ate 8 sandwiches.
So that could be fit inside of her.
Yeah, a human could eat that many if they were like, hungry.
I don't know.
You ever watch eating contests? Because they're crazy.
Yeah, they're disgusting. I feel like I get sick just looking at that.
Eat 8 sandwiches. I guarantee it.
Who was the one that mentioned simulacrum? Oh, well, you're not here, so I can't say.
I'm not here. This is just Chris musing.
Yep.
Oh.
This is just going to now infect us all with paranoia every time we see it.
Well,
now I'm more crippled with anxiety speaking to this woman.
So I think what if so Amundra, right, has wait, Amundra is not the dragon. Amundra is the what was it called?
Secretary.
What was the term? Secretary of the dragon. But what if the secretary of the dragon was she just had multiple secretaries?
I mean, it could be anything. It could be
like essentially
what if there's a sphere of annihilation in her stomach that it just all goes into?
I'm rolling this simulacrum idea out there because I
could win
did
Arcana
checks on it, and
are you all headed to the guard?
Okay, well, we need to get our story straight. What are we lying about? What are we not lying about? Forget about Amundra for a second and her beautiful fucking face and her perfect hair.
So I think
wow,
that
and
you
gave me a hard time about the guard lady. I don't want to hear it.
I think we should definitely mention that there is a sphere of annihilation that needs to be guarded and prevented from consuming anything else. I don't think that we need to necessarily mention that they were attempting to make it sentient, So it's there, and as long as nothing is fed to it, it will go away on its own.
I don't trust them with the sphere of annihilation. Like 100% full stop. I do not trust them with just guarding it.
Well, then who are we going to trust?
I want to hand it over to either the Black Staff or the Harpers or another organization.
They have the Cloak Tower in Neverwinter is an organization of mages.
Okay.
If you want to use that.
Are they like neutral mages or are they like keep the law mages?
They're in service to the city.
Okay. That works. That's
Well, if we tell the city, then
tell
will
them
the city then
bring them in? I mean,
if we
tell and the mages are there.
If we tell the city, is it believable that they will just say we'll get our mages on it?
Yeah, basically they answer the city when the city's like, we need a magic person.
Right. So we tell the city will be like, oh, let's get our magic people. We're not gonna trust oofy guard guy to go take care of that.
I just think if we have an issue where the mages sworn to service of Neverwinter decide to go against their duty to take on a sphere, we have a bigger problem to worry about, right?
Right, and we can't protect against everything. At some point, we have to rely on other people to be able to handle their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think also we should mention that we fought similar creatures in the sewers. We don't necessarily have to say we know how they showed up there, just that that's what was down there. Right? And just be like, we killed a bunch of them down there and recognize...
The ones that were in the tavern.
Yeah, recognize the creatures because we fought a bunch of them in the sewer. There was one that seemed to be a leader that we fought down there and killed, but she respawned back. I think we got we can just sort of we don't have to talk about.
And when we took her out, everything else died too. Right.
I don't know if we have to, I don't know if they're going to ask us about what research we saw. We could just say we didn't see much. We were focused on trying to get people out. Some people had died. Some people were safe. Do we want to say more or less?
I think that's a fine amount. I'm still 100% do not want the city of Neverwinter to guard this stupid thing.
We can go tell the Blackstaff when we get to Waterdeep tonight. It'll only be a couple of hours. Tell them we're gonna, we can tell them we're gonna go talk to Forrest Gray about it, and they can send someone to watch it. They might not like it, but
Do we not want to?
What?
Do we not want to at least have them like in the meantime? Or you don't even want them to know about it? What?
I mean, they probably already know about it, right? DM, like they went through the sewers.
Oh, they've been
in
the sewers. Yeah,
she
they
told
you
you
they've been in the sewers.
So I don't want them to leave this thing down there for other city officials to know about, and then word spread to other wizards, other entities, that there is just a thing lying down here being protected by the city of Neverwinter. Whatever the fuck that means, which could mean anything from a couple guards to a couple mages who might want to research it for their own means. Like, it's just too much of a gray area, it's too much liability.
Okay.
Sure. Then I think, like, we'll let you handle that part of the conversation then, and you can make sure that your fears are, like, communicated and what our next steps are then. Because I don't want to, like...
We tell the Blackstaff when we get to Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Or
if it's still there, because Lucas definitely probably already stole it.
I could tell my people, but honestly, I gotta be honest with you, I think that they probably would be more interested in it.
You can just send a sending to the Blackstaff. You've met the Blackstaff. Honestly, you could probably even send a message to the Harpels.
The Harpels would be a great person to hold on to that.
Oh, I'll call. That's the eye patch lady, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
They're crazy, but they're good aligned.
They are 100% good aligned. They're wacko in the head, but they're good people.
And she hooked me up with some pretty cool shit, and so we should hook her up with some cool shit. So I'm down. Like, hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a second, and I'll come up with that.
Okay. In the meantime, you all do arrive in front of Floshabelle, where she is sort of waiting for you to give her the rundown. As you arrive, she says, "Alright, so just to let you know what I need from you, we've already taken a look inside the sewers. We've inventoried what was there. There are a few things missing, and a few things missing from our account. The main thing we need to know is, were they intentionally violating the law with their research, or was this some freak accident that happened because of a normal course of research? Did you find anything down there that would lead you to believe one way or the other?"
I mean, is that even something that we can determine?
We didn't find anything down there that would suggest to us that they were intentionally
trying to hurt the city.
Correct.
Did you find any items of worship or reverence to the aberrations that appeared?
The aberrations?
No, we should probably
Yes, anything that would indicate that there was some connection to the aberrations prior to their appearance.
We should probably tell the truth about that one.
Yeah.
People broke the statue, so there's like evidence all over.
Yeah.
There's evidence that something got broke. Kipo destroyed it pretty thoroughly with an adamantine staff.
But that was...
So there's evidence that something got broke, but not what it was.
Okay.
But the researcher kind of went rogue on that one.
Yeah, we can tell... Okay.
Yeah, I think we can.
We did Oh.
No, go ahead.
We did find a statue that concerned us and was altar-like, so we destroyed it. Not to mention, I think he may be in your custody. The researcher, I think whatever he was researching made him mad. In any case, we stumbled upon him and he was hurting himself on the statue, so we had to restrain him and destroy said statue.
Do you know if this avenue of research was sanctioned by his master, Lindavosk?
No, we do not. That was an outright lie.
Let's have that deception check there.
You got it, Ray.
You can have an advantage because you've been doing well so far.
Good at deception.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
She nods. And so, from what you were able to find, you think it appears that this was unintentional, accidental, and just a tragic mistake. Yes?
As far as we know. We're gonna be outlaws! We are criminals!
Oh, we can throw it our net at the Moonstone Mask, because we're never going to be welcome in Neverwinter again.
A wizard attempted to break through our lines to get inside. Are you familiar with who this might be?
His name is Lucas Casal, and he's a piece of shit.
Are you saying that?
No.
Are you saying anything?
What do I do? Yes?
Yeah.
I think I will, yeah. Could you be a little bit more descriptive? Do you know what he wanted or was after? Or what he intended to do?
He intended to retrieve the Sphere of Annihilation from the sewers. Fortunately, it had already been moved.
Oh, where did you...
Shiitake.
We moved it to the Cloak Tower.
We actually have a contact. We were contacting to retrieve it, and it's not an ordinary sphere, I think, at least according to that researcher. Oh,
She says, yes, our mages have said similar things. Did you have an idea of what needs to be done with it?
Okay, we did beat him up because it was a very alarming sphere. He said that it shouldn't be fed for a week, 12 days? 2 weeks
to be safe?
It should deactivate, but we don't know how true that is. He could be lying.
Alright. We'll make sure that it's kept away from anything that it can use.
Alright.
Final question. Given that you were the ones most directly involved in uncovering any sort of evidence that there might have been, and you have the most accurate picture of what was going on down there of anyone that we can find, save for the man himself, what is your opinion on what should be done with Lindavosk?
We didn't talk about this. We didn't finalize this. Oh boy!
I think we did. We would like for him to be released into our custody.
Do you believe that he is innocent of the crimes he committed? Or he's accused of?
I think that he should be, even if he did not intend this outcome, he should be partially responsible.
He needs to do community service.
Considering that there are people who got hurt and died.
And why do you believe this community service should be in your care?
Well, strap in. There's a bit of a story here.
She says, "You don't have to tell me a whole story, just why in your care and not in service of the city of Neverwinter itself, which is the primary wronged party."
Because in our care, he will be in the service of the city, ipso facto. Like, just not
really?
directly.
I wasn't aware we employed you.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Oh.
Tough lady. Regardless of where, I mean,
I'm not saying no to the idea. I just want to know why you think he would be more useful in your care than in service to the city.
So we went to a tavern, and it was being attacked,
yes,
right?
I'm aware.
And we protected and we fought the bad guys and we took care of them, and that was in service to the city, was it not?
Yes.
Okay. And so
are you staying in Neverwinter?
No, not necessarily, but what we do and what we're going and where we're going and what we plan to do and everything that we're doing is in service to the entire planet and in service to the entire free world. And so anything that we do will in turn benefit you.
Oh,
I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart again in the background, just
no
waiting.
No one's getting a girlfriend today.
There are things that he can help us with that will in turn help you, is what I'm telling you.
Wonderful. So you're going to save us all.
Correct.
Oh, got it all well downhill. Okay.
Absolutely. And, you know, I sense a little bit of sarcasm in your voice, and you know what? Just remember, when we do, be like, oh wow. Maybe I shouldn't have been so sarcastic when I said that.
I'm sorry, he's recovering from a recent resurrection.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he's usually kind of like this, but this is kind of worse. Maybe 3 times worse.
I'm just saying we are helping.
He has died 3 times.
We're helping.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. My question remains, though. Do you have any sort of credentials or anything of the like? I don't want to release him to a group of people I have no familiarity with, helpful though they may have been.
I understand.
Do we have anything from the people?
No,
we don't.
But you could tell her to, for example, contact Raynar, because he knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Hold on, we don't have anything, but we have met Raynar Neverember. He has footed our bill for the Moonstone Mask. He has literally paid to get us laid.
Yeah.
Good buddies.
We're officially friends now.
No, we don't have permits yet. But we are called the Reverie, and we have ties to Raynar Neverember, the Blackstaff, and who's another good name to drop?
Some other.
Brunor is a good one.
And Brunor. Yeah. What's his last name? Mr. Bruno.
Battlehammer.
Wow, that's why I don't remember it.
You think he's a dwarf, guys? Wow.
Dwarfy McDwarf.
Dwarf McDwarf.
It's still better than that guy in My Hero Academia, Tetsu.
Oh yeah. Tetsu.
Whose name is literally Iron.
Yep.
Love that boy.
Someone was having a bad creative day that day.
Is Neverwinter one word or 2?
One word.
Okay. 0 words.
She says, "All right, I will. Raynar is in town. I will send a courier to him. If you can wait 20 minutes, then we can make our way over to the Halls of Justice and wait for the courier to return. If he'll vouch for you, then I see no reason not to release him to your custody."
That's the sending I send to the Harpel lady?
It's not in the sewers anymore. It's in the Mage Tower.
He didn't know that when he was sending the sending.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's using the information he had when he actually said he sent it.
Our matey. This lady's gonna come over here and it's gonna be like, where's the fucking thing?
Where's the sphere? Where's my goddamn sphere?
Zoltan, you suddenly hear a voice in your head. It seems not like the sending spell that announces to you. All right, I suppose I can come take it off your hands. Where in Neverwinter are you?
Do I have the ability to respond?
The voice in your head answers, yes, you do.
Oh, shit.
This is a telepathy spell. We'll get at you to learn it eventually.
Sick. So where am I right now?
You're nearing the Halls of Justice.
Well, how soon can you be here?
As soon as you tell me where you are.
Oh, we're nearing the Halls of Justice.
You hear a voice from behind you, all of you, that says, "Wonderful!" And you see Lady Harpel walking up.
Shit.
Jesus.
We don't got it.
We consort with scary motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Wow. We got some powerful people that can just get in our heads. Like, easy.
Why are we even doing the grunt work?
She says, "That worked really well. I ended up on the right plane this time."
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Oh. That's always good.
She needs to teach you that trick, Zoltan.
New
I
teleportation
know, right?
spell. We don't have all the kinks worked out of it yet. Don't worry, I'll use more normal means to get the sphere out of here.
At this point, do we know where it actually is?
The
Yeah.
tower.
So, turns out it's not in the sewers anymore. It's in the tower of work.
Well, I'll be able to see William then. Ta-ta! And she disappears.
My beau, William.
Or like her grandson. Who knows? Right? Are they like a big magical family? I'm trying
Yeah,
to
the
remember.
Harpels are an enormous magical family.
Yeah.
But they do like crazy shit. Which I that's why I figured it was cool to throw the pirate joke at her.
They do a lot of it like experimentation and stuff like that, and they're widely regarded as being just insane. Each of them is a different kind of insane.
That's good. A little different flavor of crazy than everybody.
It's probably the only reason they haven't like saved the world themselves is like they're a little too crazy.
Everyone's got a little touch of something
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. I mean, good for her. She ended up on the right plane. So
One of them that is one of my favorites is Ignacio Harpel, who loves spending his days as the front door of the family manor.
That's fucking
He
awesome.
polymorphs himself into the front door, and that's just how he spends his downtime.
But
Mad lad.
what part of him is the doorknob?
I mean,
Get
it's
your
just
head
him.
out of the
It's
gutter.
It's a polymorph. Yeah. Felicia Bell is looking a little bit surprised by the speed at which that happened.
I shrug at her. This is just
Honestly,
our life
yeah,
now.
Well, this
that's
bodes
a
well
shame.
for
I'm surprised, too.
giving Elinda Vosk over to you. The courier runs up shortly thereafter and hands her a note. She pops it open and says, "All right, let's get him for you. He's all yours."
Raynar
God.
says, I don't know these motherfuckers. Jail them.
Jail for 1,000 years.
Raynar also requested that I ask you if you're staying the night again, so he can make arrangements, whatever that means.
No, we're not.
Oh.
Does that mean we get free round 2?
We have to go to Waterdeep, guys.
We're not
Do we
staying.
know?
We're
Because,
not
like,
The question
do we
is whether or
really?
not we
Man.
need to go to Trio.
We're not staying the night.
haven't been yet. And so is Zoltan.
I don't have any desire to go. We're not staying.
Because, like, you don't know what you're missing, so how can you say you don't?
Have you seen the?
a buffet. There's a full service spa.
I'm sorry. How much do you think that I can fucking eat?
I mean,
as much as you fucking want. I don't give a shit.
Isn't this the guy that like had somebody like conjure up a tasteless buffet in front of him because he was hungry?
Gotcha on that one.
Couldn't fucking wait an hour.
I forget what I was actually looking
this
for.
This food is like indescribable compared to that shit.
I'm just telling you, there's more things to do there than fucking. You don't have to fuck someone. You can just go there and vibe.
We're on a time constraint.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Really? Because y'all did it last night.
Comes back out with Elinda Vosk in a set of shackles and hands the key over to...
Not Thea. I step in front of Thea.
I
step in front of Thea.
I think so far she thinks that Baru is the most responsible looking out of all of you.
I'm fucking offended.
So she's gonna hand the key over to Baru. Just because Baru kind of fits her mold of what she thinks like a knight sort of looks like. So
Baru, you have an in.
Ooh.
So she's like, yeah, that's the person I'm gonna trust with the key.
Oh, and when they reach for the key, their hands just brush.
Oh my
god.
God.
Like Pride and Prejudice, just like a little saucy.
Baru's hand just flexes up. No, I'm just kidding.
If he does anything else, the city of Neverwinter will consider you responsible for his actions.
Yeah, widely aware of that.
Not that I think you're incapable of handling him. I just need to tell you.
You guys have like any magic, non-magic?
That's what he's wearing. Those are dimensional shackles that have been further enhanced. He won't be going anywhere as long as he's wearing them.
I'd love to hear that.
Question about those: are they like person locked, or if we like unlocked them and held on to the key and the manacles, we could use them again?
The anti-magic will only work on him. The dimensional aspect will work on anyone.
Okay. It's good to know. I'm gonna be adding those manacles to my inventory.
Yeah. She says, "Would you like a escort to wherever you're taking him?"
No.
Oh, we have dinner plans. Shit.
Isn't it like 2:00 in the afternoon too?
Yeah, it is. Bring a manacled Elinda Vosk along to dinner.
Actually, can we pick him up right before we leave? We're not planning to stay the night.
If you guys wanted to go to dinner, I could.
We can put him in the palace prisons until you're ready to collect him.
I could watch him while y'all went to dinner.
I mean, you don't have to. They just.
Zoltan wanted to get at the research anyway.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
I could use the time to look at the notes, and with him like able to assist me looking at the notes. Kind of a thing.
Okay. Sure, Zoltan, I'm gonna do some things.
And I had a whole fucking hoagie today.
And I'm gonna give Zoltan.
You don't know. You can keep the key. I don't. He doesn't need his hands.
He still has he can still move his hands. He just can't He doesn't need to perform magic.
If you get in trouble and we're gone, I want you to be he can help you. He will help you. As I look over at Elinda Vosk.
Of course, it would be in my own best interest.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. I'll take the key.
I'll give you the key.
I give it to Thea. I'm just kidding.
He helps you, and then he.
Well, Thea was gonna possibly stay with Zoltan because she didn't get to tell him her dream yet because she was hung over for a long time.
Okay.
Oh shit! Right. We need to talk about your dream.
That's right. We gotta have sharing circle for Thea's dream. I mean, we could all head back to.
You've got a few hours before dinner.
The tavern.
Yeah, we should get ready and get dressed.
Okay.
Oh shit! My clothes are in my fucking room, and I can't go in.
You know, it's always good to have like a spare,
Too bad you don't have a spare in your backpack.
I do. It's traveling clothes because we travel. We don't go to dinners often.
I mean, we're in a city. I'm sure we could get you a new set of clothes.
Ooh.
Shopping!
We're still having the shopping episode, damn it.
Thea's gonna wear the shirt she stole from Bray.
Okay.
better be cute.
It is cute.
Zoltan, you're gonna start researching with him while they're shopping?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them to get me, like, you know what, I'm gonna go shopping with them.
Okay.
Alright, let's put a Lindevosk in prison. We'll pick him up in like a couple hours.
Yep.
I just want to get like a quick outfit, just like a normal outfit. Nothing special or fancy or anything.
Zoltan can just drag him along for that long.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, like, I just want, like, I assume the clothes that I'm wearing were, like, given to me at some point, and...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Lithmyathar.
Right, so I just want, like, an actual, like, decent set of clothes, nothing fancy or anything. Just...
Sure, like, a good set of clothes would be traveler's clothes. They're basically, like, you know, meant for outside and that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, so you can buy those. They're 2 gold.
Got it.
The rest of you, of course, can buy fine clothes.
And with that, then I'll take him to the tavern to research.
How much are fine clothes?
So the minimum price for fine clothes is 15 gold. And
oh, wow.
You can spend just about as much as you want on them, because you can get, you know, the really fancy ones if you want, that have, like, gold threads sewn through them and all that kind of stuff.
Wow, that's very fancy.
So 15 gold at minimum, but there's really no upper maximum for how much money you can spend on clothes.
So tempting. I feel like because I'm in my armor so much, I just want, like, nicer, newer clothes to wear under my armor all the time. Like, I feel like I've been, like, walking around in, like, a mismatched set of clothes and armor for, like, a month and a half, and I want something that, like, is a put-together outfit now, so I don't look, you know, like I'm in, like, borrowed clothes from 3 different people of Lithmyathar.
Yeah. Well,
give me back my shirt.
Those, Zoltan, you start going through the research with him. The gist of his research is he was researching different signs and portents and prophecies. Like that's the overall thing he was working on. He already mentioned to you sort of what bits of research corresponded to the dreams you guys were having last week. And you would find that same stuff in his research notes. You also find that this guy is definitely like a war criminal.
Oh no!
Surrender him to Mithranor. Like, let's just do it.
Like he has detailed documentation in here of his research methods, and they are bad.
Okay.
Well,
like he has definitely kidnapped people and experimented on them.
Oh no!
Right.
I mean, he has done it once,
and not just like liches and stuff, but like just random people off the streets.
Dope. I love it. We're definitely giving him up.
I feel like as I read this stuff, I just kind of like turn and look at him like.
Yeah, and he's just there continuing to translate, seeing nothing wrong with the page of papers he just handed you, saying all this stuff. You also, being a magic person yourself, can tell he is kind of brilliant. Like, in terms of... He's good at this, he's just terrible.
He's just a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a terrible human, or Triton in his case, being, but he's really good at this.
Yeah.
And you can see that a lot of his research notes are also further plans on more terrible things he could do to get more information.
Cool. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to give him up.
I mean, we still could. At least we have
could.
the power to do that now instead of somebody else having the power.
We're not together, so this is out of character. But what if we, like, is Harpels? Can the Harpels watch him? Is like that a terrible idea?
That is a terrible idea.
No, they're gonna get swept up in his bullshit.
Putting gasoline and matches together.
Okay, so that's
he's gonna be like, look at this crazy thing you can do, and the Harpels are gonna be like, oh wow, really?
Cool, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gasoline on a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, the only reason the sphere is safe with the Harpels is because it can't give them suggestions of what to do.
Okay.
Our moral compass is not affected.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Harpels have a pretty good moral compass. They're just a little naive as, like, a group. Yeah, and while Zoltan's doing that, the rest of you are going down to the docks. When you arrive this time, Amundra has dragged a table, like a fully set dinner table, out to the end of the dock here.
Wait, aren't we supposed to meet Kipo somewhere? Where's Kipo?
Yeah.
Should we pick up Kipo before this?
Kipo.
Oh yeah, do you want to grab Kipo first?
Yeah.
After the Shrine Keeper would have spent a little time sending out a couple letters with the courier, and then picking up a little something in the market.
Okay. Yeah, and you can reconnect with Kipo to head out to the dock.
Kipo, I got you a sun hat! Hey!
That's very practical. Thank you.
You're welcome. I figured we're both having trouble, all three of us.
Yeah, and arriving out there, like I said, she is sitting with like a fully set dinner table on the docks.
Who is this woman?
This is so weird.
Is this from your house?
Yes.
You do this every day?
No, but I thought since I was having guests, it might be nice to have a table.
Oh shit, I wanted to bring flowers.
Do you live super close?
No, I live
you had a dragon?
I live in the Blue Lake district, which is about 2,000 feet away.
How'd you get the table here?
I had it brought.
Noted.
Impressive.
Same with the... not really, and it's not that heavy. At least, I assume it's not. No one complained.
Almost tempted to see how heavy the table.
No, I was gonna say
she won't.
I feel like Baru slightly tries to
see how if it's a normal table.
It would suck to drag this by yourself, but if you had like a team of 4 people, this would be not bad at all.
Okay.
It's more cumbersome than heavy.
Which she sounds like she has mucho dinero, so get her servants to do it.
What a peculiar place to have dinner.
It's definitely once in a lifetime opportunity.
Please, have a seat.
I take a seat.
Ray, did you bring her flowers?
Yes.
Ray ran out to grab flowers and then ran back.
I never left.
It's like, no, I will provide flowers.
These are for you, just, since you're hosting. Us to the dock.
Oh, thank you. She takes them and will put them in her lap.
I was thinking the same thing!
She motions to the first of several covered plates that are on the table and says, we have fried red beet to start, and then there's a duck stew under that one. Some blackened fish in there as an entree.
Wow. What do you do, Amundra? I think it's very clear that we're kind of a ragtag team of adventurers.
Yes, I had gotten that idea about you all. Oh, and wine, and she motions to where the wine is.
Pop that baby up!
She says, I'm an administrative assistant.
That's very interesting. To whom?
An organization known as the Soft Claws.
What the fuck? Is she just a Nurse Joy?
Do you travel often?
Can I insight check? Can I insight check? Am I
maybe Blade?
Now Kipo is like gotten into my head. Is this a different Amundra?
I seriously think that she's like a simulacrum.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Is she just really good at lying to me? Like, can I tell that this is the same Amundra? That she's like, oh, wink, wink, like, I know you.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Or I have no fucking clue who you are.
Ray, you get the impression that she legitimately does not remember this conversation.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
But she remembers us, obviously, from earlier, or she wouldn't be here.
Right, she remembers from earlier, but this is Neverwinter her.
Nurse Joy, we're all cousins or sisters or whatever they say.
There's a Neverwinter her. There's probably a Waterdeep her, and Waterdeep her doesn't know what Neverwinter her said.
Interesting.
Right, and your job makes you travel a lot.
I do have to travel, yes.
Have you traveled recently anywhere? Or have you been in Neverwinter for a while?
She says, oh, here and there.
Bullshit answer.
Wherever I'm needed.
Oh, we just recently were traveling in the Underdark. Have you ever been down there?
She says, I'm usually called to venture to specific cities more than wildernesses.
Mm.
That's good.
Your job sounds very tasking.
It can be, but it's rewarding as well.
Mm-hmm. Is your boss nice at least?
She is, yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, though demanding, she is someone I very much enjoy working with.
Is she hiring?
Ray, with your insight, you can tell she's uncomfortable talking about her boss.
What's your benefits like?
That's why I said it. Is she hiring?
She says, are you interested? Do you know what the soft claws do?
Actually, no.
Huh.
But you seem pretty nice.
It'd just be very blunt. I feel like we should just, kind of drop the act.
Walk that. Kipo.
Oh gosh, I just start eating my food really quickly and put my head down because I don't want to be a part of the conversation anymore.
Why did we bring Kipo like I thought we should? I'm a dumb bitch.
Yeah, she looks at Kipo sort of quizzically and then goes back to her food.
Thea's like, this is delicious. As she's eating beet something.
Yeah, compliments to your chefs. They're amazing.
They're very good.
You get to eat this food every day. One time we had to eat mushrooms forever.
Oh, yes, you mentioned the Underdark. I imagine that was where?
Kipo loved it.
Yeah.
We were en route from a place where you don't really know to Lithmayathar.
Jorlin says Velkenvelv.
Thank you, Jorlin. He's very smart, this one.
And so handsome.
It's so handsome.
All I'm saying is that she said she might pretend to not know. It's not that we shouldn't say we didn't meet her before.
She says, oh, excuse me. And stands up and walks off the dock.
Oh, God, Kipo!
What?
You piece of
To be clear, not off the end of the dock, off the dock like a normal person would walk off.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I saw Chris's face and I was like, hold
on.
Just into the water.
Well, actually,
she was like, I don't like how this conversation went.
You ruined
actually she
the Neverwinter version of herself.
Actually, she specifically said to not mention that we knew, act as if we had never met.
That's what she said specifically.
Oh,
and
God.
you just ruined it.
I'm not getting a girlfriend. I'm really just removing that song now.
No, you can meet the Waterdeep version of her.
A rat and follow her.
Oh my god.
At least he can't talk as a rat, so...
Did she leave the flowers behind?
No.
She took the flowers with her?
Yeah. They were
hers.
She was keeping them in her lap, so when she stood up, she just had them in her hands and turned and
Look, Ray,
walked.
she took the flowers.
Oh, this is not good.
Should we go after? Do you think we should go after her? Should we stay?
Are her servants following her back now?
Her servants weren't here.
Yeah.
The table is just sitting there.
Oh God, what is happening?
Wait. I start running after her. I don't know.
Alright, so we've got Baru running after her, obviously. Kipo sneaking after her.
I run after Baru.
Ray chasing Baru. Thea eating.
Thea's just eating.
Thea scrapes everybody's plates off onto her own.
No. Thea grabs the plate of beets, and she's just taking it with her, eating while she's
like walking and munching.
Yep.
There's no reason to let this good food go to waste.
Exactly.
Okay, Thea, you now have a 1 pound silver plate that you cannot get rid of.
I can't wait till it's like 2 years from now and you're just encumbered all the time from all this shit you can't get rid of that you picked up pound by pound along the way.
As a point of note, we should probably steal from Thea, like, kind of regularly.
Maintenance
I have
theft.
50 pounds of fucking phasers crystals in my care yet.
Yeah, so Kipo is following her, and Baru, you catch up to her pretty quickly as she's walking and you're running.
I just sort of, I'm very sorry. We didn't mean to offend. I think, could we just sit and continue?
It's no trouble,
dinner?
but I have to go.
I'm sorry. Are you in trouble? Did
No.
we get you in trouble? I just keep walking pace with her. I don't know. I mean.
Yeah, she's not like trying to lose you. She's just leaving.
She's been programmed to respond a certain way.
Fly up. I fly up and I follow up.
I just look at Ray like I'm like I don't think she's mad.
I'm up in the air. I don't know.
You're flying?
Yeah, I can fly. I just don't do it because it's rude. You guys are stuck on the ground. Since forever.
Oh my jeez. I don't think I've ever seen you fly.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Yes. Because she said, oh, by the way, I can fly. I forget about that. She said that before.
Clearly we have forgotten about it too.
Yeah, she leads you all unintentionally back to the Blue Lake District.
Should we can take the table back to your or stay
Not a
there
problem.
or
People will get it. I am sorry about this. She reaches one of the doors and says, please, if we meet again, don't hold this against me. And she steps inside. And
shuts the door in our face.
Yep.
I turn on my stone vision thing. Like a pervert.
Fucking creep.
Like a pervert in the sky.
Okay.
Pervert in the sky. I can
Beautifully far.
I can see twice as far.
Yeah. So you have so you can see her, sort of stomping and vehemently. It looks like cursing, but you can't hear anything through the door. And yeah, she then puts her fist through a stone wall.
Oh my jeez.
Before stomping out of the range of vision you have.
What the fuck?
Is there any way I can follow, like in between the building, or is there? It's just not possible.
You could fly.
Yeah,
It'd be pretty
I'm
obvious
flying.
to people on the outside if you're like flying up next to the building.
Yeah, why not?
Oh my god.
Why not?
You follow her up the like she's heading upstairs. You're, floating up the side of the building. She heads to a bedroom on the 3rd floor, and you can see her just sort of dive onto the bed and bury her face in the pillow.
Oh my gosh, we fucked up.
Okay, this is very clearly a private moment now, so I'm just gonna float very slowly. I'm gonna turn away, and I'm just gonna float very slowly down.
Ray, where did you go? What did you see?
She seemed really mad, guys. I think she just... Kipo!
Like sad or mad?
Both! Kipo! Where's that little rat?
They're looking around.
Kipo is looking for a way to start climbing the edifice of the building.
Let's go his tail.
I'm gonna stomp on him so he turns into actual Kipo. Kipo, where are you?
Do you actually want to try and climb the edifice of the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty easily. It's not like it's a stone wall. You can climb up it.
Onwards, Kipo.
I hope there's a cat in there that finds you and eats
you up.
I feel like Ray and I are just on the street looking at every rat. We're like, Kipo! Kipo!
Rat Kipo is climbing the outside of the building.
Yeah.
Just stopping rats.
There are 3 floors. You saw Ray stop on the 3rd floor, and then come back down.
I will just climb up there if there are any windows or ledges, and just keep an eye.
There are windows, none of them through which you can see her.
Is there any way to enter the building?
No. I mean, you know, if you were in a bigger form, you could, like, break a window or something, but no.
Sure.
No, this is in the nice part of town. Everything's very well upkept. There's no, like, holes or anything you can squeeze through.
Sure, yeah, not necessarily, like, you know, dilapidated buildings, but like if a window was left open or...
No, it's all closed up, which tracks with the fact that, like, she was very clearly yelling inside to Ray, and no sound came out.
I need to pick up Observant so I can lip read.
Oh, I feel really bad.
I don't want to fucking know why Kipo needs to... We didn't even get to the entree! There was fish!
I know!
Thea got to the entree.
I mean, in fairness, the food's still there.
Well, probably not
Chris
anymore.
is completely baffled about what kind of charade she's trying to keep up that she got so pissed off at the mere mention that we might have met her before.
I don't know.
You don't know if she was pissed off? I'm not saying anything. I just said she was upset.
No, that's why I said Chris.
I'm not saying anything about the broken fucking wall. I'm not saying anything about the shouting. No, this is Hush Hush Baby. I know how to keep my baby's secrets.
Oh my gosh. She's not going to be your baby. I'm sorry.
No, she's not.
No.
Sorry,
Maybe the Waterdeep one will.
You chose the wrong response in the circle, and now you're locked out of the romance.
I know. Kipo cock-blocked me.
How dare you, Kipo?
Are you all doing anything else here? Are you heading to Waterdeep?
Should we leave a note? Should we just go to
We should just let her... We should
I
just give
think
her
we
some
should
space.
just let her be her... We fucked up.
Yeah, we should give her some space.
We need to find some other people in the soft claws and figure out what the fuck is going on.
What is up with Kipo?
If we see her again, Kipo's not allowed near her.
Give me back my sun hat. You give that back to me now.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of town now. Also, are we taking a Lindevosk with us? Are we leaving him in Waterdeep? Are we leaving him here?
I don't think we have anybody to leave him here with. If anything, there's more people to leave him there in Waterdeep, right?
Oh, we can't leave him
if Zoltan tells us he's a war criminal.
Yeah.
You already had suspicions he was bad, but what Zoltan uncovered is much worse than anything you had heard. We're talking like straight up like vivisections and stuff.
Chris is like,
Yeah, this is a little bit of a moral compromising situation.
It very much depends if Zoltan's even gonna mention it.
Does Zoltan believe the people in Waterdeep that he's associated with would be a decent watch of him?
No, they're very much a learning institution, not like they're not equipped to like keep someone under control.
Keep a huge criminal.
Okay.
Yeah, if you trust him, you could certainly leave him there, and they would, like provide research stuff. But if you need someone to like guard him, that's not what they're equipped for.
Right.
Mithranor, baby.
Are y'all back?
I think so.
It seems so quiet with no music.
I know. I'm always surprised.
Yeah, so they get back. Zoltan, do you want to tell them?
Oh, yeah. I'm not. I've got no like. I'm not choosing this guy over my friends. So, yeah, I'll
spill the beans.
Yeah, and I'll do it kind of like not like just so he's a piece of shit, but like I'll like kind of break it easily if there's a way to break it easily. So
there's really not with the size of piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
He's even a bigger piece of shit than we thought.
I'll pour them all a glass of wine. Have them sit down. Break it to them that their mother and I is breaking up. But no, just do it easily, I guess. But yeah.
That bad, huh?
Dia's like, should I even tell him my dream now?
No, I think you should. Yeah. No, you should. I mean, you still stand to benefit from his knowledge. First of all, he's fucking genius. Like he is.
I mean, yeah, there's no arguing that, but he has no fucking moral compass whatsoever.
No, absolutely. Like he's dude. He is a fucking genius piece of shit. But he is a genius. So, I mean, get the knowledge that we can. I think that the black staff. Maybe we do. Maybe we turn him over to the black staff as like to watch. I mean, I think that he is useful because he's fucking smart as fuck, and if you can just what's the word I'm looking for, where you focus that and like almost force focus, like you only have the option of focusing your genius on this. You don't have your option to focus your genius on garbage piece of shit stuff. And so maybe if he's got that eye, and maybe the black staff can use that eye and say, I think that he wants to use his stuff, and something's better than nothing, kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
He is too far gone. This is beyond any sort of reprise. I am not traveling to Waterdeep with this thing.
We could give him up to Mithranor. Giving him up to the Black Staff will only result in his research getting barred, because I don't think the Black Staff will allow that kind of research being done. Quite honestly.
No, I'm saying I don't want that anything to do with him, research or not. There is one thing to be curious and to seek answers, but this is abhorrent.
Well, we need answers, but the thing is, the answers are in Gravenhollow, and if he happens to be the one who writes the answers, and we put him away, and he never gets the chance to write those answers out, they're not going to be in Gravenhollow. So my proposal is to hand him to Mithranor, work out a deal. They do kind of owe us. We released Thalen. We tell them, hey, give this dude, I don't know, a couple years, and then they can imprison him for however long that they see fit. For how long ever Thalen was imprisoned and then or do whatever they want with him afterwards.
Why
which is
should
probably
they not
kill
just
him.
take the retribution they're owed immediately?
They owe us. I'm not saying it's going to work 100%, but it's a reason. We could have just left Thalen down there. She should have still been imprisoned.
And for that, we're going to give them her captor for our benefit so he can do more fucked up shit.
I mean, that's why we're giving him to them so that he can't do more fucked up shit, because they're the only ones, I would assume, who would reasonably stop him, because Thalen knows exactly what he's like.
I don't think the information is worth this price.
What price?
Whatever price we're about to pay.
I'm not.
Our souls being tainted by being associated with whatever he's about to do next.
We're not gonna. No, I don't. I'm suggesting that he not do anything next. I'm not suggesting that he carry on in any of this research.
If you think that you can wield whatever genius he's got and not come back with harm to yourself or anything related to you, then you are severely mistaken.
I don't want to wield his genius.
That is exactly what you are planning to do.
No, not at all. I'm just suggesting that he be used to...
You are trying to focus his drive to get something for your own benefit. That is using him.
Sure. But not like in the manner of what he's been doing.
There's no way we can know that. We don't know what it will take.
All right. I think for now we're gonna stop here because it is midnight for us, and we need to get going to bed. But feel free to keep discussing over the course of the week in chat and everything what you want to do with him moving forward. Just reason I gotta go to sleep. Sorry, guys.
Word.
No worries.
Yeah, and we'll come back next week and see what you want to do with Elindevosk.
Just take out my sword and chop his head off right there.
Hey, summary execution is an option.
I would try to make it as painless as possible.
Well, of course, you're not evil people. You're just like, no, you're too dangerous to be left alive, maybe.
Oops. Slipped.
Later, guys.
My sword slipped.